I've been feeling the need to just like mess around with like cute sketches. And it's probably because of this book, How to Draw Adorable. It's super cute, delightful. So, yeah, like probably planty things. And although this is so like, I want to be able to draw people-y things too. I don't know, people-y things makes me nervous. But anyway, let's get into it. I've got Saunders Watercord classic watercolor paper here. St. Cuthbert's Mill. Oh, there is something in here. Oh, I love how easy the St. Cuthbert's Mill watercolor paper comes off the block, but at the same time, it doesn't just like fall off the block just from you putting it in your bag and taking it places. I love that. Can I see that again? You can go check out this live where I painted this baddie. And I also included in the description, there is a free outline of the sketch if you don't want to sketch, because I understand not wanting to sketch. All right, I'm just going to like warm up. I've really been enjoying number 6 round, really been enjoying just a really kind of classic watercolor technique where you kind of draw the thing or paint the thing that you're wanting to create in water. Now you could totally like sketch first. So I'm doing like little pot. Sorry, friends. Like I'm in my plant era and I'm taking you right along with me, whether you like it or not. So like a little modern, and it's like, y'all, like it's a puddle. It's a puddle pot. Okay. And we're going to come up from it. And I'm just going to, I don't know. You know what? I got a new cactus today. Do you want to see my new cactus? It's a grafted, you want to see my new cactus. Even if you don't, you do. I love it so much. So I'm going to paint her. Him. Just put you down over here. I'm going to stop being inappropriate. And I'm just kind of like creating the silhouette with my brush and with the water, which is fun. And it feels rather forgiving. And you kind of have to like get yourself at an angle to kind of like see what the heck it is you're doing. But like use fine pressure, like light pressure, fine pressure, and just kind of like make it come alive. Come alive, come alive. Don't know the rest of the words, but you know, Greatest Showman. Something about reaching up to the sky. I'm just making that up. That's not the actual words. Okay. So then what I've been doing, again, this is not like groundbreaking. It's just freaking fun. Is then, actually, let's just get the watercolor markers out. Just like taking watercolor markers. Now, I know that my zigs, my clean color zigs, these baddies, these are old and they're starting to dry out. So I know I have, see, like I press down and the color doesn't like, so I know I have some like leeway with that. But then at the same time, I know that my Koreans, these are the Brush Marker Pro. So they're watercolor markers, not like traditional, but I know that they are going to like go footloose as soon as I put just a little touch. So this is where kind of like knowing your supplies is super dupes helpful. And then just rein it in a little bit. Okay, little pinky paint going on. Let's get a little more green in there. And I am, you know, I'm kind of already going outside the line, so to speak, of my original puddle painting with water. But why not? I mean, I'm refining and just having a ball. So yeah. All right, let's get the pot in there. And my pot's white, but I don't want a white pot. So a little orange, kind of get some terracotta action, and maybe even I have some like leftover Holbein granulating in this palette from previous live, and we'll just get some of her in there. And it's literally like, because it's a water puddle, like it's just some taps, right? And just kind of zhuzh the paint around. I don't know. How does this feel to you? Let me know in comments. It feels to me like super messy right now. I almost wished I had done it bigger. So I'm going to do it bigger. Bigger. And the water, like my water's like clean-ish, right? Ish. So don't fret, because, you know, you're going to be dropping all sorts of fun into that. All right, this feels better. I've got more room to move. I guess what I did was kind of like silly, because I'm going to take a look at my baddie over here and see what she's actually doing. Like, I knew what I was doing, like putting down water, making a puddle, and then putting color into it. It was gonna, for the most part, except with that like old green marker. So, you know, I set myself up. But actually, I could come back to, you know what, let's not even come back. Let's just like do it now. What is this? A little something. And yes, I'm going into the wet, because why not? And just like tighten her up. Look at how I'm holding that. It's like not a super like great grip. I purposely like don't want control right now. I just want intuition, I think right now is where my head's at. So yeah, I mean, already like he's a much different animal already. See that? Isn't that fun? Yeah, that feels cute. All right. Let's get the base layers in here. Let's see what the marker does. Oh yeah, that marker is not going to do anything because she's tired. She's tired. She's tired. She's doing something. I beat these markers up like it's my job. Like I will use tons of pressure. Don't be afraid. These Kiratakes. I can't really speak to, you know, getting jiggy with it with any other watercolor markers out there on the market like in this fashion, because I've tried so many watercolor markers, but I've used these Kiratakes the most. This is another brand that is not at all juicy. I actually don't care for it, but it has its place at times like this where the page is damp. I want a little bit of texture, but I still want it to diffuse a little bit. The brand is Sailor Shikiori. I don't know. You tell me how to pronounce it. Okay. I don't know. I see the influencers. They're like, look at my hand with the product in front of it. It doesn't work for me. All right. Things are drying, but that's okay. Because we can always re-wet the page. I think this is still, oh yeah. I love this like apricot-y color. I am just like messing up left and right. I did not give myself enough room here. So we're just going to edit a little bit. We're going to just make her look a little different than she does IRL in real life. And we're going to be okay with that. Okay, orange, like terracotta-ish. I'm like feeling terracotta. Nope. Where did I put it? I don't know. Oh, that's very yellow. No. This is fun. And you're probably like, well, Chrissy, why don't you just use a brush and your palette? Because I don't know, because I don't feel like it. I like, with watercolor markers, like you can so easily go from juicy, explosive stuff, probably more explosive than you would think, to like see here, like dry brushy moments. Like it's just this lovely, like, kind of teeter-totter with these watercolor markers that you can get. I just thoroughly enjoy myself. A whole new world. I do break out in a random song. I am like a walking, living, breathing, moderately talented Broadway star. No, Broadway wannabe. Not a star. I'm like the moderately talented, breaking out a song everywhere person that has been to 12 auditions in the last 14 days and have not gotten a single callback. All right. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing here? I don't know. But it's fun. I love this technique. How do we feel about the technique? Let me know. So it's just kind of like painting these puddles and then letting the color flow into the puddles. I feel like she needs some more. No, this marker, like, I almost think she needs to be thrown out. But first replaced. Oh, these markers also have these teeny tiny, like, fine line. I'm developing my own watercolor markers. I have been for years. I've just never been happy. I'm just super picky, and it's the one product that's like plaguing me. I'm super, super picky about what I'm trying to do with them, and we're just not getting there. But one of the things is like, oh, it'd be cool to have a fine liner that's like watercolor, water soluble. Yeah, when they're this fine, they don't do anything. They really don't. They just don't seem to do anything. Just like, oh, a pen. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, it's like a Le Pen, but worse. And Le Pens are awesome. So, yeah, it's just like a bad Le Pen. Again, not my favorite watercolor marker for traditional watercoloriness, but I've held on to these because I like this end for like more dry brushy-ishness. So I'm not like poo-pooing the whole marker. I'm not. I know it sounds like I am, but I'm really not. I'm just poo-pooing the fine liner. Because look, I get it. It was fun. I tried to do it myself, but I have ideas. Because you know it does work? Like a marker with like the brush on one end, watercolor marker, and then like a liner brush on the other end. What do you think? Let me know. Head to comments. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Okay, let's do another one. You know, I pruned my fiddle leaf effer, as I like to call her, fiddle leaf fig, because I have such a hard time remembering fiddle leaf fig. I pruned her because it's supposed to promote growth. So I don't know, maybe I'm just going to do a leaf. She's as big as my head. All right, let's see. Let's use a bigger brush. Don't know if that brush is clean. Don't know. Don't care. So you might be wondering, like, okay, you're like making crazy all over this beautiful, expensive watercolor paper. Like, this is not a composition. What are you doing? Number one, I'm enjoying myself on the good paper because I'm worth it. Maybelline. I'm worth it. Okay. Is that Maybelline? No, but seriously. But I also understand, like, you know, I'm like a business. I make art for business and I can like write off my watercolor paper. So I'm thinking kind of to cutouts or trimming like to a custom size. That's kind of where my head's at. Yeah. All right. Can you see this? Can you see the fiddle leaf? Fiddle leaf fig? See? Can't remember it. I'm going to add a little offshoot here just because it feels weird. I got to be honest. Fiddle leaf figs aren't like my favorite looking plant. I got one because I just wanted to see if I could actually keep it alive. So now I have the Winsor & Newton, formerly loathed Winsor & Newton watercolor markers. Formerly loathed because now I actually presently love them. Oh, this is going to be fun. These are real pigment markers, meaning like Zig, to the best of my remembering knowledge, they are like dyes, inks, something like that. Not pigment. These are pigment. Pigment. Also something I'm working on for my markers. All right. So good. So like, you know, the old leaves, ugly leaves, beautiful leaves, all the kind of leaves have imperfections, dimples. These actually, they're very... Luckily, I already cut her off. But these are rugged, but they have like dimples. And so think about the direction of your stroke into the wet paint, because that can help you form some of these dimples. You feel me? And if you're not getting the explosion that you expect or that you want, just re-wet the area. Or re-wet the whole leaf for all I care. Have at it. Also not a fan. The other side of these, this is a brush tip. It's more of a flexible felt tip, not actually bristles like the zigs. This is a bullet tip. Do not like. Going blue, same kind of a thing. I need to go over here and start some fun. And then remember, these are pigment, so you can, a lot of times, you know, dyes and inks, they're high staining often, not always, but often. So, you know, once they start to dry, they're a little harder to move around, a lot harder or impossible for that matter, but not with these. So you can then head in here and judge, refine. Yeah. See what I'm doing? Like I'm twirling. See this action? Thumb, middle, pointer, holding it just about a ½ inch above the ferrule start. Ferrule's the metal, handle's the wood, or sometimes plastic. Yeah, this is a great hold, and it's a great, here, I'm doing it now, again. Okay, so now I'm like going on the edge. This is fun. Going on the edge and doing a little contrast detailing as I've named this technique. And it's where you kind of hover a stroke, whether brush with paint or marker, it can be any kind of stroke, just on that edge between the wet part of the page, so here, and the dry part of the page. And so when your brush kind of follows that line, when it hits the wet parts, it's going to diffuse inward, mostly. And then when it, at the same time, it's hitting the dry part of the paper, and it's going to create a crisper edge. And it's a lovely, just mingling of effects from one stroke. Try it. Try it. You will like me after you try it. That's very yellowy. Little brown. And yes, I'm going to add some of the brownie imperfections, because let's face it, if you know with these plants, these fiddle leaf, they are tricksy. They are saucy little minxes, and they like to fight back. They like to be dramatic. So we're going to, you know, I just feel like a fiddle leaf, fig leaf without a little bit of imperfection is just wholly inaccurate. Now, I am kind of deviating at this point from my whole, like, bake a puddle, fill in the puddle. I'm actually, like, sketching in things, but I'm feeling the love with this one. Can we also talk about just some of the cauliflowering jazz that's going on here? Mwah. So nice. I'm going to let this one just be what it is. It's very light. It's very soft. It's very, like, unfinished, but I'm okay with it. And I'm looking around. What do I want to do? Going with my instinct in that I'm not feeling inspired right at the moment by plants. So let's pop into the book. Like, I'm looking at the cover, and like, I want to make like a sketch of myself, like Planty Christie, Plant Mama Christie. You think I can do it? Let's see. Let's see what Carly Ann Tipsy says to do. Wait, there's more parts of the face. We've got a little nose, large eyes, not so little. Supersize the eyes. Okay. Eyes and pupils. Eyes. Those are creepy eyes. I'm sorry, Carly Ann. Removing the whites of the eyes. Focus on, okay. All different ways. All right, let's see. I'm a very like, I'm kind of a reckless artist. I'm like, oh, I got this. Let's just dive in. All right, so I'm gonna be cute. I'm gonna like be cute. I'm gonna be cute. I'm gonna just round. And, you know, it's a crapshoot how I'm wearing my hair these days, but I'm going to go with my bun. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. And the little ears are like halfway down. I'm just kind of following this little chica here. All right. And then I'm gonna put a bun up here. And I've been doing these little tight little buns, so a little taily with the little knot. All right. Now, I'm like kind of looking at that. Now, I've got some pretty wild eyebrows. So I kind of feel like they need to make an appearance. Also, like, I wear makeup a lot, so I feel like I'm not like, these are like cutie kid kind of drawings. I want to make me less like kid. Now, what other type of noses do we have? We have make the nose short. Noses grow longer with age. Okay, well, close to the eyes. Well, I'm old, so my nose is longer. And like here, like maybe here. And then the smile, let's see, try a tilt. That's okay. We have mouth. Oh, look at the cute mouth. You think I could do like the winky mouth? When designing a small mouth, you can use the eyes and body to push the emotion instead. See the chapters on expressions and poses. See, babies have small mouths. So these are supposed to be like little kids, which I am not. Unless you're talking about my spirit. So I want, oh gosh, this is where it goes really bad. Eraser time. Ding, ding, ding. This calls for the real deal. This calls for the Stedler. If you want to really erase properly, you need a Stedler. It's just my favorite. Okay, enough of that. Do I need more face? Let me put my neck in. Will that make me feel better? I love, like, I know I'm getting ahead of myself. I love that she's like this, like, happy, planty mama. See, I just can't, like, I am such a rule breaker. I can't even, like, follow rules. I just want to figure it out myself. Like, I'm so annoying. Okay, I wear these, like, longer shirts that kind of have a little flare, and then they have a yeah, and then I wear it right, well, 'tis the season for crop athletic pants something, and I wear flip-flops, but I don't think we can really tell what our shoes are here. Where's my eraser? How did we get here? How am I drawing a self-portrait right now? Something. Okay, my arms are not that svelte. Not one bit. Like I have a little pot in my hands. But I still don't have a nose. Yeah, I need a nose. This book? You know, I'm not even having to like read the instruction here. I kind of feel like I need some like unrest in my hair. Unrest? Unruliness? Whatever. I think you get the point. What about the eyebrows? Because I have some like, I definitely need, you know, I'm not a baby. I need a more grown-up nose. Okay. I want, oh my gosh, like her smile is like all like up in her grill. Where do I put my lips? Wait, well, apparently I have a No. Do you do this where like you're drawing and you like start to press harder as you're like messing up? All right. It's not. Also, 3/4 sleeves year round. Working out. But always 3/4 sleeves. Okay, my shirt doesn't flare that much. Gosh, I'd like to have a little bit, some hip. I'd like to have some shape. Yeah, so apparently this book is like drawing kids, which we're modifying. Okay, shapy. I'm getting shapy. I want to see what my black pants look like. I also wear a black shirt constantly. Maybe I can do little flippy flops. See, you gotta just talk yourself through these hairy moments. What's happening with my leg? Gotta just talk yourself through the hairy moments. My dad used to say, like, when stuff gets hairy, it gets like, what's going on? Right? What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. That was my 13th audition. If that smile walked into an audition, thanks. We'll call you. All right. Maybe I should actually follow the book. Oh, here we go. Drawing complex emotions. Oh my gosh, look how cute. This is the emotion of me right now. Right here. This girly. Me. But I want to look confident and look at my plant in my hands. All right. Face. Oh, neutral. Oh, look at this. The back has all these references for different emotions. All right, let's find joyful. This book, this got it going on. All right, we've got neutral. Oh, here, happy. Happy. Just happy. Does she show lips? She probably doesn't because these are supposed to be babies. Oh, this one. See, I love the yas. I love the yas face. So, I noticed with the yas face, the eyes are like, got these like upside down curvy things and bigger. Remember, I was supposed to make these eyes bigger. All right, let's put my hair in a little more pronounced. Let's make sure I really have ears. Okay. And then my nose can just be, okay, we'll make it a little more grown up. 3 bumps. Then let's take some eyelashes off here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Oh, my nose needs to be angled. See that? So the eyes are here, but the nose is like slightly here, kind of aligning with the angle of the mouth. Okay. So like over here. And now I just look like I have a booger. Whatever, we're just gonna leave that there. All right, I really love this big, wild smile. Okay. See, just talk yourself through it. Talk yourself through it. There's my tongue. But I really want lips. Can I do it? Or does it look stupid? All right, okay. Eyebrows. That's what we're missing. Yeah, I think I want actual eyeballs. Do I want eyeballs? Bigger bow. Exaggerate. We need to exaggerate. Okay, now we just got to put this last little arm in. And this is just like the ancillary arm. Right? Something's wrong with my neckline. So, pull V-neck action. Oh my gosh. Did I do it? I love that the hands are just like, blah, 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 blah. They're just like, whatever. Maybe not quite that whatever. All right. Plant. And we're going to do something like fun and just like trailing. I want it to like be. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. No. So I wear all black, but let's get jiggy with it. I'm excited. All right, I am using the bullet. Still don't like it. So I'm kind of going like indigo because, I don't want to go totally black. We'll see where I land. Yeah, I don't like the bullet. Like, it just set that pigment in too heavy, too hard, too quickly. So now my page is stained. Shush. I mean, like, the body's like, whatever. Like, whatever. My arm is weird. I don't care. I'm happy that I did this and that I let myself, I've been talking about doing portraits of any kind because, like, I've had a children's book in my brain for years. And I've done nothing with it. Well, I can't say I've done nothing. My best friend and I did a little imagining, and we actually, like, scripted out an idea, and we did, like, we did a storyboard of our idea. But that's as far as we've gotten. And then she went on to, like, get her doctorate and silliness, and I'm really proud of her. She's almost done. Hi, Mimi. Love you. She's my ride or die. Just a few little boops of the red. And then we're going to get out and we're going to back up boop with brown for some just color fun. Okay. We need some up here because that's where the bun ship is. And I like some of that white. Like, don't underestimate the power of leaving white. And then, like, where the bun gathers some darkness. Even some of this indigo, which I just got all over my new book. I'm going to link all the supplies below, friends. So if you want to grab any of these, my Amazon storefront, yeah, of course I get a couple cents for each purchase. So, just know that. But if you want to check it out, it'll be in the description below. I need to put some like skin tone in here, y'all. But I'm, like, nervous because everything around it is, damp. Oh, that's very pink. So, all right, I'm just going to have to go and have to be careful. Too much water on my brush. So because I've got the indigo here, these are pigments. So even when they're dry, they're going to release, right? I did this backwards. I should have done fleshing stuff first, but I didn't. See, it releases. So don't fret. Just push it back. Blot, push it back. Blot, push it back. Okay. Let's get a little in here. Oh, for the love. All the bad things that I thought were going to happen are happening. It's okay. We're just going to stay away from there. This is good. You need to see me, professionals, doing dumb stuff. I'll just use this. I actually want my pants to be black. So I'm kind of eliminating the watercoloriness because I want some contrast and I want black. And then just maybe, I don't know, like this part of me is so weird. Maybe I should stop worrying about it. Whatever. I mean, I'm a chunky girl, so this is accurate. Whatever. Flesh tone, I think what I'm going to do is actually the peach from my Art for Joy's Sake palette. So this one, because it's a little creamier, it's a lot creamier. Who am I kidding? And I'm again treading lightly because even though it's a Sharpie, you just never know. You just never know what a marker's going to do. Especially if it hasn't fully cured. All right, there's my crazy hands. And now I'm going to pat in some of this peach. And I'm scrubbing now. I'm just kind of like scrubbing it in, being very tentative as to not get all messy up in here. Very careful around this indigo-y blue that I was using. All right. That is going to have to thoroughly dry or else I am literally asking for it. Okay. So I'm thinking like pothos, for those who don't care about plants, just big bushy leafy green, like that kind of plant. Just classic trailing, bushy, you know, heart-shaped, leafy situation. And then tap. And you're like, oh my gosh, you're running into your cactus. And it's okay. I'm actually thinking of cutting her out, like actually cutting the silhouette. So we're still good. We're still golden. Where the plant hits the pot, I'm pressing harder to deliver more pigment. All right. Be careful around that flesh tone. I'm doing it. Like I need a ring. More greens. Again, closer to the pot. Make things darker. But, you know, you don't have to go all around the pot because then it feels like an outline and that feels unnatural. See how I'm almost like edging on that like unnatural vibe? There we go. Yellow. Bullet point ends. Fine, whatever. You have some use. Okay. Now for my ring, I think I'm just gonna like put like a big oversized boop like that and then come back later and see if I can do something to refine it. But for right now, I'm happy with that. Let's do I'm gonna use the red from my Art for Joystick palette because I know she is intense and I want coverage right now. But I also want to do it with a brush, not a marker, So we're going to exaggerate those little hair boopy doops. Okay. And then maybe I'll come in later with like little white something. Don't know. All right. My lips. Sometimes I wear lipstick. All right. Is this wet still? Yeah. Stay away. What do I do there? Oh, I just make it a plant. It's fine. Just make it. Going to use a green and we're going to go in and we're just going to sketchy boop some areas. So just give it some structure with like a really chunky, rough outline, right? So I can still, I can get in here with nice fine scissors and cut and neither part will be sacrificed. Isn't that great? You can be so wild and so reckless and it still works out. Now I'm going to change up my color. I want something a little less intense over on this side, but I'm going to do the same technique. Maybe some dots, 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 dots. All right. Yeah. And then a little brown to really give it that darkness right there. Okay. While I'm here hanging it up. Where's my big ugly leaf? Oh, I threw it. Remember? All right, so she has light veins. So let's put some of those in with, let's get mixed media up on in here. I've got the Sharpie Creative Marker, which is like an acrylic marker in brush form. Brush marker. I love these. I have a whole live where I'm playing with all sorts of different markers. This being one of them. Description. Check it out. All right, let's look at how these are very, very chunky in the middle. And then wide set, thin, and you're like, well, I can't see them. I know. So you're going to go next to them and start building some shadow. So just a little. You'll see. Hold on. I'm not done yet. Brush. Okay. She takes up a lot of room. She's so needy. And then you're going to blend or pull the color down with dampness, moisture. Or as I like to say, you can just do a little ombre. If you want to know more about kind of the classic watercolor, like a watercolor mastermind for crazy free spirits like me, I have a video for that. Watercolor mastermind down there. All right. So this is fun. When you've kind of gotten comfortable with this technique of just like backing in some shadows, You didn't even, I didn't even need to use that white marker. Let me show you. Like, I didn't. Just think about the thickness. Like, the veins are wider at the middle, and then they narrow as they get out to the edge of the leaf, okay? Scrub it in. Doesn't have to be even. Doesn't even have to be, the dark lines don't have to be over here. You could take the pigment from over here, lay down the pigment on the edge, and bring it back, right? I don't even want to get rid of a lot of that texture, but like, look how that unfolds. Look, now let's look at what happens at the top. Oh, and these are offset. Okay. See, one comes out here. The other's a little higher. They're offset for the most part. Okay, this one, whatever. Yeah, isn't that fun? So fun. It's wild. I love when my painting table gets crazy like this. I mean, it feels very chaotic and it feels like anything could just get broken at any time, but I'm here for it. Okay, I definitely did not need to make those white marks. This is what they call using the white or the light of your paper. The marks you could certainly put down to give yourself like a guiding light for this technique, especially if you're new to kind of thinking in the opposite, like thinking of your negative space. If you're new to it, use pencil. Draw in, the thickness of that middle vein and the kind of the decreasing thickness as the veins go out. Like, yeah. Give yourself that comfort with a little sketchy sketch or a white pen like I did, right? Why not? The top is weird. What is she doing at the top? Like, why does that look weird? Probably because I don't have my glasses on. I seriously have hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. NKOTB, baby. Anyway, that's fun. I'm just going to leave that a little undone because I'm feeling the vibe of that. I'm going to go in with extremely light touch and a lot of terror and get my lips in. Okay. She's stable. She is stable. And we are officially lippy. I don't know how that lip. I don't know how I feel about that lip. Need a lighter pink. Need to go to the zigs. Oh my, that is not light. Oh, good Lord. This is getting worrisome here. I'm not feeling my confidence. Probably going to need black outlines. And I don't know, like, I did the whole... Whatever. Gosh. Okay. Let's just button her up with a little bit of something. Okay. It's all right. Hey, you gotta try things. A little bit of black outline. Maybe not make me look so... Okay, it's all right. I'm still so happy I did it. Yeah, things definitely got weird around the mouth. I'm okay. Give me tips. What I should have just left well enough alone with the mouth. I should have just gone simple. Lesson officially learned. But now I'm going to go and just have fun with places that I know I can tackle with confidence. Expressive lines. A big old ring in there. Put a bracelet on, right? Let's put another ring on over here. You have to be okay with it. You have to be okay with the experiments being experimenty. But I love it when you coach me. So friends, seriously, get in the comments and be like, Christy, you were so on track right at this point. Or Christy, what were you thinking? Like, hey, we're a community here, y'all. Let's be honest and with kindness. But we got to be okay. We got to be okay with the mess. We got to be okay with the screw up. I still like her. I'm still proud of her. Even though her face, there I am. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something because my face is jacked. Wait, I'm going to just shut up. It's too soon. It's too soon. It's still not right. But it's not as bad. Maybe, yeah, I needed to connect my eyes with my lids. Anyway, Planty Mama, I am not unhappy about it. Clearly, I'm going to be working on Mel. Let me know what you're going to be working on. What have I inspired you to do today? Head into comments. Let me know what you're going to be working on. Are you going to be doing some plant portraits? Are you going to try out this book? Remember, all the links are in the description. I am really excited about this book. Again, okay, you're okay. We're all okay. And it's just happy painting.